I'm prepping a cage. I've never used this cage before. I bought it because I like the idea of trapping the queen in between two brood frames and forcing her to lay in a specific area, so when I go grafting, I can pull out two frames I know will be around the right age, so I can graft from them. Now, the one problem I found so far is I've got frames in here which are quite old, really. They're 1 3/8 of an inch wide, and there's a gap down the side. So if I put the queen in there, she'd just escape. So I've cut a piece of wood. So there's a fault with this thing. It doesn't take the correct size. Perhaps it does. Perhaps it has those spacers, and that's what it's allowing for. Because with Nationals, you can have spacers on the end of these things. I don't like the funny things. So I'm using Hofmann sidebars, 1 3/8 wide. When slotted in here, there's a gap. So I've cut a bit of a top bar I had, which is slight damage on it. So I cut it up. It should have the right width, which is 17 inches. And I've cut it down. There's a bit of spare there, but the queen's not going to escape now. I hope not, anyway. I just turn that bit around just this end because there's a little groove on that one. I'll turn it around so the groove's on the out there, and she won't be able to get out. Don't ever give her any space. Right, let's get this into a colony. I'm going to put it into a nuke colony with a Buckfast queen, and introduce the queen in there. Put this in. Take 2 frames out of the nuke. Might be a bit more than 2 frames, but anyway, we'll see what space I need, and I'll use the 2 frames I take out somewhere else, and we'll raise some eggs and larvae for grafting in 5 days' time. 5 days, I thought, give her a chance to get used to it and start laying. Right, let's go on to the next stage. 2 frames out of the nuke box. They have brood in there, and I'll add it to another colony that I'm going to be using as the queen rearing colony, queen cell rearing colony. Now over here, I've put the cage in, so the queen's inside the cage, inside there, and I've got 2 frames inside, and I put the queen in. Just hopefully I got the queen in the right place, because it was a bit difficult to put down, but I managed it. And I put the queen excluder on. Next thing I'll do is I'll put the half nuke on. And as you can see, we're getting a bit of wasps around, so I'm going to have to zap that wasp just over there. Anyway, I'm going to put the nuke back on and start again. I'm doing something else. Right, now to do something with the brood frames. Right, what I've done here is I've added the 2 combs I took out of the nuke box, which I'm going to use to isolate the queen. So I've taken those 2 out and I put them just in there. These are nice and full of stores and brood. Queen from here mysteriously died. Don't know why. She could have been killed off by the bees for being not a very good mated one, or just debunked. But I don't think she's debunked. I think she just got. She could have got crushed by me. Don't see how. Anyway, they raised some queen cells. I've knocked those off. I don't want that strain to carry on. They were a bit sharp. These are pretty calm now. Probably because they've eaten so much honey and I've smoked them. Anyway, the comb is all nice and new, and there's wall-to-wall sealed larvae or sealed workers in those 4 frames across there, and there's be some more in here. So when they emerge, they'll be the right age, and they're soon to be emerging. This lot, this group here, should be emerging soon. So they'll be primed to make queen cells for me. There's pollen on these 2, or on these 2. So there's going to be some brood food for them, or bee bread, as some people call it. And as well as a nice lot of stores. As you can see, it's overloaded with stores just there. And there are stores throughout on this colony. I did worry about the number of bees. I think they should be okay. I aim to be putting in there between 20 and 40 grafts. Let's see how we get on. And I've got 2 beekeepers coming up who will have a go at grafting. So this is where the grafts are going to go. I'll be taking out this rear frame from here, the last one on the edge here, because it's just a there's nothing in it. And I'll squeeze in 2 lots of grafts into here. There's a little bit of play, and there should be enough room for the 2 lots of grafts to go in, which will be happening on Sunday. Right, thank you for watching. I think that'll do for today, and I'll upload this video.